name is Mr. T. First name is Mr. Middle name is that period. Last name is T.
For the last few months, there's been a lot of talks about leaks and rumors for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. And I thought it would be kind of fun to go back before the release of Empire Strikes Back and look at some of the leaks or rumors about that film. Did anyone get it right? And how did these rumors get started? Where do they come from? Well, we're going to go all the way back to 1979 and look at some old issues from Starlog magazine where they list upcoming rumors about The Empire Strikes Back, and we'll even hear from David Prowse himself about some upcoming information for The Empire Strikes Back. And we'll find out how all these rumors got into Starlog and which ones were true and which ones were not. So join me as we look back at the rumors and leaks from the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, and I'm coming back at you live from the Junk Room with a whole new video. I thought we'd kind of take a break from toys today. I don't like to do toys every video, although that's mostly what it seems like we talk about lately. But I wanted to go back before the release of Empire Strikes Back and read some of the rumors and leaks around that time period to see if any of them came true at all, and which ones are so outrageous it's just funny to hear. Or maybe some of them just came true later. Now I'm going to look at 3 issues from Starlog magazine, where first is the interview with David Prowse, where he gives a little information about The Empire Strikes Back. No, it's not the whole Vader is Luke's father, although David Prowse did say that once in an interview long before Lucas or anyone else started working on the script The Empire Strikes Back. It was just a lucky guess. But we're going to look at a Starlog interview with David Prowse where he talks about Boba Fett. Then we're going to go to another issue of Starlog where a reader read the interview with David Prowse and wasn't happy with some of the leaks that he gave in that interview. Then we're going to look at a whole article that Starlog did listing all the rumors and leaks they have heard. We're going to find out how did they get these leaks and rumors, where they come from. We have an answer to that also. So let's go back to 1979. For issue 23 of Starlog magazine, they sat down and had an interview with David Prowse, who we all know is the man behind the Darth Vader mask. Although most of the interviews, David's talking about working on Star Wars, Starlog did poke a few questions at him about the upcoming sequel, Empire Strikes Back. First thing they wanted to know is if Darth Vader's role was going to be expanded for this sequel. David goes on to say he thinks Lucas is in a situation they never thought would come up. That Darth Vader is more popular than he thought. They became an iconic villain. For that, he has to have more screen time. Starlog then asks him about Boba Fett. Boba Fett was starting to be promoted. He showed up at a couple parades. Kenner was already teasing the figure, and he was going to be in the holiday special. So Starlog wanted to know more about Boba Fett, so they asked David Prowse. He confirms that the name is Boba Fett. That's when we get our first real rumor from Empire Strikes Back, where David Prowse said he heard a rumor Boba Fett was going to kill Han Solo. He then adds, or maybe he's just after Han Solo. He was asked then if he knew more about Boba Fett, and David Prowse said, well, he has a flamethrower on his arm, and he walks around with a rocket pack on his back, like something out of Buck Rogers. Well, David was right about that. Starlog asked if Boba Fett was going to be a major character. David Prowse replied back, a very major character. The rest of David Prowse's interview is interesting, but there's really nothing about the rumors or leaks from Empire Strikes Back. So let's jump up to issue number 28, where one of the Starlog readers had issue with David Prowse saying Lucas was going to kill off Han Solo, and she wrote a letter to Starlog. I'd like to read it for you now. Open letter to George Lucas. I see in an interview with David Prowse, 23, of Starlog, that rumor has it that you're going to do away with Han Solo in the Star Wars sequel. Man, what are you thinking of? How could you, for every one moment, consider disposable for the only character completely enough to earn your film any response from anyone past the age of 12? If you do that, I, for one, am not going to see one more of the Star Wars movies. And that's final. May I suggest that there are more peaceful means to resolving the romance triangle, which hardly exists? You could have Leia simply make up her mind, have Han find another woman, or something else. But don't kill him. How you like that? She sounds like one of those YouTubers already upset at hearing rumors and leaks saying she'll never see Star Wars again if that happens. Some things just never change, I guess. But her plea to George Lucas to not kill off Han Solo caused others to write in the Starlog magazine. So let's look at some of their letters. This is a response to the letter from Eve in Starlog 28. considering the rumor about the killing of Han Solo in the Star Wars sequel, Empire Strikes Back. I am in complete agreement with her. I first read about it several months ago in an interview with David Prowse, who stated that the new character, Boba Fett, was being brought in to kill off Han Solo because Harrison Ford's contract ran out. And in another article that did not deal with Prowse. It was a magazine called Star Wars, and it strongly suggested that Darth Vader would capture Han Solo and expose him to the dark side of the Force. This would put Luke Skywalker in the position of having to face Han Solo and ask the question, would Luke Skywalker be able to face and kill his friend? Then there's your trailer to The Empire Strikes Back. There's one scene of Han Solo being knocked out and another one with him in a chair against his will. So I don't think I need any more proof than this. As Eva said, if this character is killed off, I too am completely through with anything having to do with Star Wars. The Phantom Menace from 1979. But let's dig deeper into that same issue where Starlog goes over some of the rumors and leaks they have heard about the upcoming film, The Empire Strikes Back. First up, Alec Guinness was back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, although their sources told him it was going to be his voice only. But another source also told Starlog Obi-Wan would be back, but only in flashback. Then they revealed one of the sources, People magazine, where they reported that Han Solo would be killed off in The Empire Strikes Back, just like David Prowse told Starlog magazine a few issues back. And the movie would carry on with Luke and Leia in love. But Starlog said they heard that Mark Hamill didn't want to do Star Wars 3. And by the end of Empire Strikes Back, Luke gets killed. Then they said they also heard Luke and Han gets killed, and in Star Wars 3 will have new heroes, along with Princess Leia. Now, I know these are crazy rumors. It sounds like they just talked to anyone on the street and printed whatever they were told. Well, it seems they did talk to an insider that said they read the first script to Empire Strikes Back, and they had some juicy information about Han Solo. According to this insider that said he looked at the script for Empire Strikes Back, while on an ice planet called Hoth, rebels are attacked by stormtroopers. Although the rebels are able to fight off the Imperials do take a prisoner, Chewbacca. Han Solo wants to mount a rescue, but Princess Leia says they have important rebel business to do first. Han Solo doesn't like to hear this, takes off in the Falcon to rescue Chewbacca all by himself. Then someone else who said they read the script says, this is kind of wrong, that it's not Chewbacca that was taken by the Empire, it's Han Solo, and Chewbacca heads off of the Falcon to save his friend. It's very interesting here that they named the ice planet Hoth, and they know that the Empire is going to attack the rebel base. Now this was still 1979. There was very little information about Empire out there. I'm not sure how well known the Hoth base was, or maybe that it was going to be attacked by the Empire. But it seems someone put in these little bits of information to make the story sound true. Maybe it was Mike Zero's dad. According to the guy that read the script, the movie ends with a big lightsaber fight at the end between Darth Vader and, you guessed it, Han Solo. They say Han really doesn't know how to use a lightsaber, but he stands his ground with Darth Vader, till the two kind of become fused together. Han and Vader have the same life force. Then Luke Skywalker shows up to rescue Han Solo. He has to confront Darth Vader, but he worries that killing Vader might also kill Han Solo. Whew, this is crazy. Sounds like something Disney would come up with. But let's see what Starlog had to say about one of the new characters, Lando Calrissian. According to Starlog, Lando is a rogue character much like Han Solo, and in fact, they say they heard that Han and Lando were old friends, and Lando sold the Falcon to Han. And according to them, Lando's not a villain, and he's not a hero. He's just riding that thin line, kind of like Han Solo. And according to them, there's one new villain in this film that's going to be more terrifying than Darth Vader. Of course, we're talking about Boba Fett. So what do they have to say about Boba Fett? Well, first they say that it's going to be two different actors, one in the costume and one doing the voice, much like David Prowse and James Earl Jones did for Vader. They really didn't have anything more to say about Boba Fett, other than he would be more terrifying than Darth Vader. But they said they did hear rumors that the Emperor will show up, and that he will be played by Orson Welles or Christopher Lee. But they said they did talk to someone that's working on the special effects for The Empire Strikes Back, who told them the Emperor or Obi-Wan Kenobi would not appear in Empire Strikes Back. Now, what about Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader? Will they face each other? Well, they heard that rumor also. They said in this Starlog issue that they even heard rumors that Darth Vader is, get this, Luke Skywalker's father. Yep, they said that in issue 28. But they also said they heard from sources they trust that Obi-Wan Kenobe is Luke Skywalker's father. And another thing they heard, that Obi-Wan was the one that killed Luke's dad. As for Darth Vader, they say you're going to learn more about him and more about the Empire. But as for Darth Vader, you're going to learn more about why he wears that mask. And that there's going to be a scene where he takes it off. They even had this crazy rumor or leak about a story in The Empire Strikes Back, I guess a subplot about C-3PO. According to the rumor, Luke and 3PO were captured by some kind of alien, and they'll be using stop-motion animation to make those aliens. 3PO and Luke are taken prisoner and thrown into a tank of water that you can breathe in. And the only way that the alien can be killed is with a metal stake through his heart. Where would they get a metal stake? Well, it seems there's only one piece of metal around, and that's C-3PO. Luke melts him down, turns him into a dagger, and kills the aliens and frees himself. This has to be the craziest rumor or leaked inside information from a movie I ever heard in my life. Sounds like they just asked some kindergartner what he thought was going to happen in the movie. Then they give a list of just some of the rumors they have heard, such as the Millennium Falcon is going to go into a black hole. And who's on board the Falcon during this time? You guessed it, Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, and Darth Vader. And they travel through time. There was another leak or rumor that says the film takes place on a jungle planet. Heroes are captured by a dolphin-like animal race that lives in the forest. Another leak rumor is that Princess Leia was going to be captured by Darth Vader, who was going to use a mind trick to make her betray Luke and Han. They even heard a rumor about the making of the film that says Industrial Light and Magic was working on a hologram that would cause the Millennium Falcon to fly out of the screen and across the audience. But it wasn't going to be 3D. No 3D glasses was needed. It was going to be using a hologram. I would have shit my pants as a kid if I saw that. And yes, believe it or not, there was another black hole rumor out there. Apparently Han and Chewbacca go into a black hole and land on a desert planet. There they learn that they have traveled to Earth into the 13th century, where they find stormtroopers fighting with catapults and crossbows. And believe it or not, there was even another rumor that Luke Skywalker uses the Force to turn Darth Vader good, and Darth Vader will join the rebels to fight the Empire. So many wacky rumors or leaks, wasn't there? You can see most of them didn't come true, and even those that did come true seem to be mixed in with a bunch of phony stuff. But Starlog took this list of rumors or leaks they heard to Craig Miller, who was the public relations manager. They wanted to get his take on these rumors. Of course, with a movie coming out in about 8 months after this article, you know he wasn't going to say if anything was true or not. But he did say, looking over the list, some things were true and some things wasn't, but he wouldn't let Starlog know what was true and what wasn't. But Craig even helped him out with some rumors also, saying that around the office he heard that Han, Luke, and Chewbacca was going to travel back in time and fight in the Clone Wars, with Luke's father and Obi-Wan Kenobe at their side. Craig Miller said he's also heard that Lucas was talking to Mick Jagger to do the soundtrack, and that Steven Spielberg had already signed up to direct the third movie. And one more crazy rumor was that Princess Leia's father wasn't killed on Alderaan, that he was a spy for the Empire, and once he found out the Empire was going to destroy his planet, he took off, left Alderaan, and now sits with the Imperials, planning to attack the rebels. But it seems Craig Miller was kind of working along with Starlog, putting out fake rumors. It came out a few years ago where Craig Miller did an interview where he talked about how, yeah, he gave a lot of rumors, not just the ones listed under him in this article. Almost all the rumors came from Lucasfilm and Craig Miller. In fact, Craig told George Lucas about it, who got a big whole kick out of the whole thing about him releasing fake news to Starlog magazine. So it seems Lucasfilm, Craig Miller, and even Starlog was kind of having fun as Star Wars fans. But I thought you guys would enjoy this, hearing some of the leaks from The Empire Strikes Back, or rumors, which ones came true, which ones didn't, which ones you wish came true, which ones you're glad didn't come true. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, did you hear any rumors or leaks back before the release of Empire Strikes Back? And did you enjoy this video? If so, maybe I'll dig up some for Return of the Jedi. And, as always, please subscribe to the channel, thumb up the video. And until the next video, we will talk again.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.